Addies Dive have released yet another budget watch with a very nice sunburst dial, but is it the best value for money on AliExpress? Let's find out. Welcome back to God Tier Watches. My name is Koda, and thank you for tuning in for today's episode for the AD2066 review. This is a watch that is very popular here on AliExpress. It is actually the same case size as the Sand Dune dial that was very popular last year. It definitely gained its popularity through that, and now they've released another very nice dial. It's a sunburst dial, mint green dial that I chose here that we're going to review today. But if you're new here, welcome. Here we do top 10s, watch reviews, and discussions, so if that's something you're interested in, you know what to do. Now let's get on to the watch review for today. Alright, this is the AD2066 case that it comes with, which is quite standard from Addies Dive here. So we're just going to pop it open now, just give me a second. Alright, so obviously you get the watch here itself. I did a quick watch haul, that's why it's already been opened. You get the watch tag obviously with it as well. And you got some warranty cards, it's unsigned, and a manual here. And you get some tools, a link removal tool. And I've already taken the links out for my wrist. That's all that it comes with in the box. Let's talk about the star of the show here. Alright, this is the AD2066. We're going to do the dimensions to start off this. First off with the case diameter, here I measured 36.8 millimeters, which is quite nice, a very nice size, very easily wearable for the small to medium sized wrists. Comes in at a weight of 115 grams, which is something that you'll definitely feel, which is good. Not too heavy either. A lug to lug of 46 millimeters here as well. A bit of an odd lug width here. It has a 19 millimeter lug width and 11.1 millimeter thickness. But let's talk about the case finishing of this watch here, shall we? Now you'll see that most of the case finishing is very highly polished, which also means fingerprint magnet. So I have to keep wiping it with the cloth as I review this piece. Obviously you got here the sides that are highly polished here, and you also got high polishing around that bezel there as well. And you got fine brushing on the front of the watch, but this isn't vertical brush. It's like almost like it's warped into the case, which is quite interesting. Something to note, I guess, with that one. Now you do see this glass protruding out. This is the K1 mineral glass. It has blue AR coating on that as well. So it's nice here. It's not sapphire. It's not a bubble sapphire, but you don't really expect it at that price point. But yeah, it does look nice. It gives a bit of distortion around the edges, as you can see there. Nice. But I think overall with the case finishing, with how small the case diameter is and how thin it is, it looks very nice, very wearable. It's definitely an appealing watch for those smaller wrist sizes, so people like me. Now as far as the crown goes, it is quite easy to grab, as you can see. It has serrated edges, so it makes it easier to grip, and pulling it out and spinning it, very smooth, no plate on that, so that's good to see. I noticed that some of the cheaper watches do have a bit of play, but this one does not, so it's good to see. But yeah, very nice and smooth. And this also does come with a signed Addies Dive logo, but it's the ugly Deep Sea Hunter logo, which I don't really like at all. The reason why I don't like it is quite simple. It just doesn't suit the aesthetic of this watch. It's a dressier piece, and you're combining that with like a diver-esque logo. Yeah, it's not really the vibe. Luckily, it is a screw-down crown here that has 100 meters of water resistance here. And it doesn't help that the case back here is also got the same Deep Sea Hunter. Like, why is it two spear guns on a dress watch? That's a bit intimidating, don't you reckon? But yeah, it is one of those things that they just need to change. If the logos change, I reckon a lot more people would enjoy their pieces for sure. Just keep it this nice, consistent, nice, dressy, elegant piece on the logo at the back, on the screw down crown, maybe like an AD to keep it simple. I think that would be definitely a better solution for you guys. But I guess the good thing about this is it's signed and it's a stainless steel case back at least. Now the movement that's encased in this watch is none other than the popular mecha quartz movement, the VH31. You probably heard these movements a lot by now, but pretty much they're just a quartz movement that has the best of both worlds, where it ticks 4 times per second and it has the accuracy of a quartz. Battery life lasts for 2 years, and it gives you that automatic emulation. So yeah, it's nice. Now moving on to what I think is the biggest con about this affordable watch is going to be the bracelet. Let's talk about it. Now to start off good, it does have a female end link here which will conform to your wrist a lot nicer, which is a nice touch instead of having just a male end link. Sometimes the male end links just poke into you. Luckily this one is a female one. You do get nice vertical brushing down here, but you'll realize very quickly that with the jangle, yeah, it's definitely not the best. It is generally what you'd expect for an affordable watch though. And not to mention that no other brand within this price range has a bracelet that's really that great anyway. And guys, we're literally talking around that $50 US mark, so you really can't expect that much, man. So that's why it's not a huge letdown for me. With the bracelet here, it is adjusted with a pin and collar system, as you can see here. It does have a micro adjust. It's got 5 sets of micro adjust. It's got a fold over milled clasp, which is nice there. And again, on the clasp, you do get that ugly Deep Sea Hunter logo. Just when you thought you could run away from it, it comes back and bites you again. It's a serious jump scare for me, honestly. Now, of course, with how affordable this watch is, the best part about it is going to be this nice mint green dial in this case. But it does come with a silvery white and a very dark gray dial there as well. So nice choices there. Mint green for sure is a nice standout piece. But I like how it's a very pale mint green dial, so it's not as strong, making it a bit more subtle, which I really like here. But looking at the dial firsthand, you would think it's a lot more expensive than it actually is, coming in at around that $50 US price point. And with this sunburst dial, it gives a very nice light play, which I love. And thankfully, they didn't ruin the Adizdive logo by using a cursive font instead, so good choice, Adizdive. You didn't put that Deep Sea Hunter slapped across that dial there. Another detail I really like about this watch on the dial is the lines, the nice textured lines that are on the inside of the indices there. I think it adds a nice touch. It adds to the watch, doesn't make it just bland with just a sunburst dial. Gives a bit of depth, which I really like here as well. But as far as the watch dial goes, it's very minimal. I only got the Adizdive cursive logo at the 12 o'clock, and then you got 100 meters written down in very small writing at the 6 o'clock position. So good job, Adizdive, for keeping it nice and minimal and not writing all the spec sheet on the watch dial. Nice clean indices also on the watch as well, with lume on all of the indices and on the hour and minute hand. Keep in mind, this is a homage to the Conquest, so it's very much similar handsets and dial, honestly. But with that being said, let's check the lume out on this guy, shall we? And as far as the lume goes, for the price point, the BGW1 lume performs very nice. It's actually a lot better than a lot of the other more expensive watches that I've reviewed. So that's very surprising. Adizdive is very good with their lume anyway, so that is one of the brands I guess you'd expect some decent lume. Better than Pagani, Militata as well, so that's good. Very happy with that. Very crisp, clean. Performance relatively quite good over the course of a couple of minutes that I recorded this, but yeah, super happy. Now of course we've left the best bit to last. We're gonna do the wrist shots. Take a look to see how beautiful this holds up on my wrist. What do you guys think of this watch right here? I personally love it a lot. I think I'm going to keep it for a couple months in my collection before I have to sadly give it away or just sell it out, because I have way too many watches that I just need to just keep pushing out. It's one of those things as being a content creator here for a watch channel. You just keep getting stock and you just got to get rid of them. And yeah, you got to be very picky of what you have in your collection. But this is nice enough. It's a mint green, so I never owned a mint green dial. I love the affordability, the dial looks nice. Just the bracelet, that's a bit of an issue. It feels a bit cheap, but I mean, you can't really complain for it. It's a very value-packed watch to say the least. So I would definitely recommend it if you guys want to get that. I have popped a link in the description there. It's an affiliate link. It helps support the channel so I can keep this watch channel going for you guys. I did recently get more AliExpress parts, so I'm going to build another watch. Stay tuned for that. So I'm super keen to build it myself. And yeah, got heaps of exciting things coming up. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching God Tier Watches. I hope you have a good rest of your day. My name is Koda, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.